All right. All right. So, uh, today is today is basically Doom because I have no choice. Um, Today's Doom because I have no choice because I completely forgot that tomorrow is the last day of August and September 1st is Monday. So September the 1st is a Monday, and maybe it has to do with work and everything, that why the crunch time with regards to work has interrupted this. I know it has nothing to do with Doom or the demos or Warframe, but it has to do with what I'm doing on the side with regards to my artwork, with regards to social media, with regards to artwork, with regards to learning how to network, with regards to school, and with regards to lots of things happened in the past 3 months, and with regards to building a brand. Now, I already have a, by if I was to compare it to Warframe, I already have a logo. It's represented within this YouTube channel, but that's not the same logo I use to sell things or to even say this is what I do on what web page or where I post portfolio. That is a completely different logo. And of course, you have to write your name, you have to write what you do, you have to write what you learn, you have to write what you're proficient at. Then you have to be able to prove it. Then you have to be able to, which I don't have a lot of. I have about three so far, professional business, three so far. But that's with regards to independent work, not with regards to references from school I've been to. And most of my work is actually freelance. So all that stuff is usually tethered towards other people I work with, not towards to doing it myself. So I'm considering that as well. Plus, the major factor when I said when I was playing, the major one was when I was playing the game. What was it? Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, and someone asked me like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Or when I was playing Resident Evil 4, like, "What are you doing?" I say, "Oh, I'm making uh, a, a type of illustration book, but it's not really a comic book. It's like an illustration book. But it's kind of like a comic book. It's like basically a Tom Sawyer book where you're reading through the book and a visual novel, but it's not a complete novel. It's more like a graphic novel, but it has more pages with regards to what the story is than it has images. But it's not like a book, a light novel either. There's not like you read one page, two page, three page, and then you read four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, and then an image. It's more like one, two, three pages, and then something like that. So it's a bit different. And each of the images per the panel, like the comic, is kind of like an expression of what's going on within the paragraph. So it's something that's unique and different. And how I actually mass produce it is also different. Doing something unique with regards to book binding and how you present a physical portfolio. All these things take time because book binding is like binding a book. But I'm not simply buying just a regular type of book with made of wood or made of um, of uh, of metal. I'm doing something a bit different, and that probably was the reason why I got accepted. That and my own assessment with regards to what my intentions are to go into the school as SVA, why I got accepted to that school. But why I'm not going to go back to that school after a certain period because, god damn man, their tuition is their tuition is for middle class and upper class people. I'll just say it just like that. I ain't rich, and I'm damn sure not middle class. But if I got accepted into a school and a middle class or upper class person didn't, get wrecked, motherfucker. because I got evidence. That's like getting accepted into Harvard when people who come from rich and middle class families didn't. Be like, man, that's your own fault. This is a creative school. You have to be creative. Whether I decide to keep going there is another thing. That's a money factor. I think I heard someone telling me that, well, SVA is not Ivy League. It was like, hey man, NYU it technically isn't really Ivy League either. Like if I was to look it up right now, and I'll look it up right now on my computer before I continue. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I'm curious. It never occurred to me before. Is NYU? I'm gonna do this quick and then I get back to Doom. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm asking a question. AI. Okay, no, NYU is not part of an Ivy League. Now, see, NYU is not part of an Ivy League school, but NYU is a hard-ass school to go into. Now, let's check Columbia. Is Columbia an Ivy League school? Oh, it has has a summary for Columbia, but it doesn't have a summary for NYU. Columbia University is located in the city of New York, founded in 1754. Columbia is a member of the Ivy League, a group of 8 prestigious institutions. So Columbia is Ivy League, but NYU, New York University, is not Ivy League. So there you have it. So certain schools is a private university. That's probably what it is. So any school that's private and hard to get into is Ivy League. SVA is not private, so that's probably the reason why they're not Ivy League. Same as NYU is not private, also the reason why they're not Ivy League. But they're hard as hell to get into. You can't just get into NYU just like that. You have to have a certain GPA level, then you have to have a certain assessment in order to get into school, with regards to where your future want to go, so on and so forth. And let's see, I don't know why I'm doing this, but what's the name of that performing arts school? Juilliard, that's the name. It's Juilliard. Now, I think Juilliard is private school, so it might be, yeah, it might be Ivy League. Juilliard is a prestigious performing arts conservative location in New York City. To clarify whether Juilliard is Ivy League considered from, it is not a member of the Ivy League, which consists of 8 specific universities. The Ivy League schools are known primarily for their academic program, while Juilliard focuses on art education. So there you have it. Many professional and high-level actors and performers, whether stage performers or stage actors, and movie performers and movie actors, go to Juilliard. But Juilliard is not considered Ivy League. So when someone says, hey, SVA ain't Ivy League, you think you hot shit or something, like SVA isn't any Ivy League, well, I just slap it in their face and be like, well, motherfucking Juilliard isn't Ivy League, but some of the smartest people on planet Earth went to that school. It ain't a school you could just get into. In fact, people from Juilliard throw that shit in your face and said, well, yeah, I come from Juilliard. It's, in our minds, it's a prestigious school, even though it's not considered Ivy League. And the same for SVA. I throw it in their face as well. I say, well, you could say whatever you want about me, but at least I got accepted into a prestigious school, art school, SVA. when you didn't. So eat the shit. But like I said, anything with the word prestigious costs a lot of money. So I'm only doing that school for about a year and I'm out. Not that I want to, because the tuition for 1 year at that school is range more than 80,000. Now I think about it, since that's a full-time school, range more than $100,000 if I calculate everything together. And FAFSA, financial aid, or other aids you get in return, probably cut that in half, which means at the end of the day, I'll still have to pay back $50,000 in returns. That's if I decide to to go full time for an entire year, not full time for a semester or for 2 semesters. Because you could go full time for a semester, you don't have to go full time for a year. So if I decide to go full time for 2 semesters, that cuts that 100,000 in half, or 80,000 in half. So yeah, I think it might just be for 2 semesters and peace out. Like, no fucking way. I'm not rich. I don't have no $100,000 or $80,000 in the pocket. And even if I cut that shit in half, it would be like 40,000 I still owe the school out of my pockets. So yeah, I'm getting to Doom. I'm not gonna mess with that. I think I might rock that school out for about just 2 months, and then never go back to that again, unless I all of a sudden get a job because someone said, "Oh, you graduated or you got certain semester of school." They start throwing a lot of money in my pockets to do a job, and then I'll go back to the school. That's the only thing. Hey, if I never go back to school, at least I'm able to say I was able to get into a prestigious school. It's like saying to somebody, I was able to get into, Caltech. I was able to get into Caltech, whereas I was able to get into Princeton, whereas I was able to get into Harvard, or I was able to get into Columbia, or I was able to get into Juilliard. So anyone who says otherwise, be like, man, kiss my ass. All right, so why am I saying this is because sometimes when you just feel like giving up, you just got to remind yourself of your small successes, whether it's in video game or in life. Small achievements are things you put on your resume, and those will propel you forward. No matter what anyone says, they will, because that is a success, to be accepted into a prestigious school. Okay, so I believe Ice Freeze this guy, and I really wish the game had told me about these fast weapon swapping. I really wish. I mean, it was saying something about fast. The weapon wheel is this. I wonder if it was saying the weapon wheel is this, and then, but it just goes back to this. How do you? And that wasn't it though. Okay, so I'm just gonna wing it, man. I'm just going to wing it. I'm going to use a super shoddy. Then I'm going to use this. No, I'm going to use super shoddy. I'm going to use this. But that's low in ammo. I have to bring the pain, so I'm going to do this and this. And since I got 3, maybe I should put some into the suit. For environment, I didn't put any in the environment, so let's see. Reveal position of all progression items. See, I don't really need any of this. The ice bombs is what I need. Damaging, killing frozen enemies will drop health. Damage dealt against frozen demons is increased. See, I should have dropped this one in. I wonder if I could. I doubt you could take back points. Can you? No, you can't. So I would still need 2 more. I will still need 2 more. And I only have 1 point and 2 points to unlock. I wonder if I could go back to my ship, if it's possible. Okay, so this is the one thing I would say I was 8.2 with regards to the game. I'm now at a 8.15. I can't go back to my ship, I believe. I believe once you're in a mission, you cannot return back to your fortress and prep. Like, you would have to finish the mission. The mission is finished. You prep while you're in your ship, and then you continue the mission thereafter, not before. So that's not good. Alright, so I had no intention to play this, but I'm off work a little bit earlier than I thought because the training session was only for about half an hour. Training new people on the job. So it wasn't an all-day thing, so I was jumping for joy because I knew I had at least 4 hours I could play Doom for. But I'm not going to play Doom for 4 hours. I just know I had an extra 4 hours, which I thought I would have on the job. Alright, so let's do this. Come on, you son of a bitch. Okay, that was good. That was good. That was good, but I think the machine gun doesn't hit hard enough. I believe I need to switch between machine gun and ballista and throw frag grenades at the same time. That was good. That was good. Okay, so okay, so I didn't have this on. Already started off bad. What the fuck? Why did it switch to that weapon? I had it on the ballista. That's some dumbass shit. It defaulted to some other shit. Yo, I don't get that. I had both of these on, did not switch to anything else other than both of these. What the hell? Where is he? Come on. Excellent. Okay.
All your strength, all that rage, and you could save this world from itself. But this time Earth will be different.
So now I know. Now I know for Art Vile, it's freeze to freeze him from fire, doing his fire thing, and then use Super Shoddy on him. And Ballista. I have been noticing though, but when I do my switch offs, it sometimes default to something once I reach a certain amount. Like if I'm on this weapon and it falls to about 5 rounds within a magazine, it defaults to a different weapon. So that's not good, but it's not a big deal either, so I'll give it a half point, not even a half point, 25% off. So now I'm at a 8.1125, so it's not a big deal. I remember this mofo telling me like, hey, you only got into that school because they felt sorry for you or something, or they just want money. You know, the school just only needs more money, and it's gonna get money from anyone who thinks it could get money from. Like if that's true, then it doesn't have to consider anyone who's creative at all. It could just get anyone who is somewhat of an artist and just bleed them off money. So I know that's not true. Otherwise, it would just pick any randoms. There's some jealous ass people in this world, man. Like, man, suck it if the school didn't accept you because your ass wasn't thinking creatively. You were thinking about yourself. Master tokens allow you to bypass active weapon mastery challenge. Really? And instantly activate weapon masteries. Well, I don't really want to unlock the meat hook weapon, but I wouldn't mind mastering. Which one will take a long time to master? Sticky bombs. Well, I think I'm at 25 with the sticky bombs. No, I'm at 6 with the sticky bombs. That might take a while. Yeah, and this one hasn't been unlocked yet, so I can't due to weapon mastery, and firing cannon only requires 15 towards prowlers, so that's no big deal. This I want to do by myself. And ballista, um, this has to be unlocked first before I consider. Both of them has to be unlocked first, and this also have to be unlocked. So 1, 2, 3 of the big boys have to be unlocked, and this doesn't need to be unlocked. This is the big Kahuna weapon, Mr. BFG, which I like to call Big Kahuna gun, Big Hawaiian gun. Let's see. Thinking. So the only thing I could really master is my first 3 weapons. If I really want to. I hardly ever use the pulse weapon. I always use sticky bombs. And there is 25 of them, so might as well bypass that. But which one has the most amount? I have to unlock that too. I'm thinking if I unlock a weapon mod, I might still have to master it anyway, so I'll wait. I'll wait till I get at least 2 more weapon mastery mods, or at least 1 more mod unlocked, and then I'll see what I'll see. Sentinel. Checkpoint reached. What am I talking about? Can the Doom guy swim? I'm thinking to myself, can the Doom guy swim? If this dude could kill demons, he could swim. Like, that's the one thing I never liked about Dark Souls game. You're like, they're taking down like demons and stuff, but they can't swim. The only thing I disliked about the Souls, like, there are many things to dislike about Souls game, but whoa. But one of the main things I don't like is that they can't swim. Like, these dudes cannot swim. They could take down bosses, but they cannot swim. Descend. How do you descend? Oh, okay. There's X. Okay, X is going up. X is up. Dive. Ascend, descend. There's no ascend, descend. There's only up. Wait, I can't go back up? Okay. So X is ascend. I'm pressing triangle, square. Circle is dash forward. That's weird. Doesn't want me to go through here. There's no down button. Okay. So I guess I'm not supposed to go through there. Alright, so Alright, so this is bizarre. I'm underneath this pool. There's one path to go to get here. Here. That's a run forward here. Basically here. But I can't punch through it or dash through it. And it's not... It's bizarre. This is bizarre. Unless something opened up at the top. I don't think I'm able to go back up. This guy can't crouch either. So there's no crouching in this game. Alright, I'm missing something. Nope, I could go back up. Alright. So now that I went back up, the door did not open up. Any place else opened up when I drained the water. There's no button behind him. Is there a button behind this one? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, never mind. I was in here already. And this was the beginning. And fine, I'll go back in the water. So, there's nothing here. This dude cannot crouch. There's no doors here. There's only these paths that leads down here. Nothing to grab onto. Oh shit, I forgot. I forgot to grab this. Oh, wait a minute, what the hell? Oh no, it won't matter. Because I can't get in there anyway. Alright, so you come down here. You can't use your weapons. There's nothing to break. The game says you can only dash through things when it's underwater. This is just a side path that leads up to the second area on top. This is also a side path. It leads up to the area on top, up here. So here and here are both the same. Why would they have two of the same thing going down to this, at least the same area? I do not know. But then it says to go backwards here, and there's a path that leads here. So I have to drain the water even some more. So somewhere I have to go to drain the water more. So there's something else I have to punch. Another statue. Maybe there's a statue below. I didn't see no statues below. There's something to punch around here. I hit all the statues upstairs. There are chains here. There's no buttons here. Maybe as I'm grabbing onto this wall, there's a button on the wall here. No. Okay, so there has to be a statue here somewhere. Or I have to go back up again and hit another statue. Or shoot something. The hell? Why is he missing? He has the double jump. Okay. So there's something else that has to be hit. Obviously. That's the checkpoint. This was already hit once. Maybe it's something I can't see. There's nothing up here. Maybe shoot this? No. Okay. It's not that. None of these statues have it. Nothing on the statue's head. Stay from the distance here. Maybe I shoot this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Who would know that shit? Everything the games have told you so far is to punch. Anything is green that has like a punching symbol is to punch. Oh, doesn't matter.
It is written that your hatred for the demons gave the people of Argentinur hope, as it does now on Earth.
I'm not interested in fighting this guy. I'm trying to go back and get this thing here. Wait, I wonder, did the door open up? Since this opened up, just opened up. How the hell? hell? I wonder if I could aggro him. Really? You telling me I can't shoot him from in here because I'm not over there? So I have to deduct 25% from the game for this. I could clearly see him. I could clearly shoot him. But this is not really a wall. I mean, it's a wall, but it's not like a line wall where I could shoot through. I could see him. That's just due to transparency. That's all. He can't hurt me and I can't hurt him. That's kind of dumb. So now I'm at 8.1. Yeah. So I believe I might be able to get in here once I progress further. Hopefully I'll be able to get in here from here somehow. Let's see. See, the only problem is if I proceed into here, I might not be able to go back and get that battery in this. So there has to be something, there has to be a puzzle for the how I could get that battery through this area or through the other area without proceeding forward. Because if I proceed forward, it might lock me into this area and I won't be able to go back. Shit, man. But if I take too long, I'm just gonna proceed. I really want that battery, but I can't jump from here because this is question mark is locked in this room. So there's something that's either here or in the other room. Something to shoot. Doubt it's that. This was here, this was the other room over here. He gave me this. Maybe there's a pathway, another pathway. Under the water. Another wall or something. But I doubt it though. Because this room is kind of obvious. There's nothing in here. Unless there's something yet to shoot at. Something more to shoot at in here. Shoot this. There's something in here. Can't go up there. Doom doesn't have that type of jump skills. Unless I'm overthinking it and you just have to proceed in the story, which then takes you all the way back again. But I've learned from playing the game already that if it locks you within an area, then you can't go back and you miss secrets. There's something somewhere. Okay, so there's nothing in this room. Nothing anymore. I looked at all the walls, all the statues. Take your damn head. Nothing is hiding on ledge. Nothing. Climb here, climb there. Nothing. Here. Nothing's here. This. Just shot this to go in here. To open that up. Nothing is in here other than these two things leading to upstairs. There's no path here to break going through this little corridor. Nothing in here. Nothing on the walls around here other than to jump up on this ledge and grab this, and I'm in this room here leading into this room. Nothing on the wall here to access. In this room, it has to be in this room. There's something that has to be present in here. It'll suck if I go up there and proceed with the story and they close the door on me. But how the... What in the living hell? Ah, screw it. I looked everywhere. I looked side here, look here, look back here, looked inside this damn thicking pissing pot of bird water feeder. Looked here, look at this door here, aim towards up here, shot him in the head, or the other guy in the head. Now I'm shooting him in the head. Tried to look behind him, cannot go behind him. Try to punch that, try to just shoot here, try to aim, see if anything is in there. Nothing is in this room. Alright. No secret corridors, no nothing. I'm gonna be upset if it just locks me off. I think I might dock it 25% more points if that room gets locked off. And I searched that entire damn room. Both of them.
We must move. Quickly. There are those who would seek to stop me. I offer you a gift. Take it. It will give you strength. Help you on your journey.
Yeah, so this is basically the story of how he get his powers.
Fear you.
Because the Doom guy was always just a dude, a strong dude, like a bodybuilder. He was always a bodybuilder. You know, bench press 400, 500 pounds, no problem. You know, straight up linebacker type. But then they gave him even more power. By Doom 3 or something like that, he was unnaturally strong. So when Doom 2016 came out, after he came from hell, back from hell, or was it Doom Hell on Earth? Yeah, which was Doom 2. I think so. The first Doom, he was just a regular guy, and in Doom 2, he went to hell. And I think his transition of going from Earth to hell, this is the story. Either this is the story, or this is the story what happens after Doom 2. Then Doom 2 came out, and then Doom 16 came out. Yeah, so he basically became semi like a demigod. What the hell? Okay. Can I go back? By this little cutscene, did it allow me to go back, or did it unlock that door? Nope, it didn't unlock the door. Probably didn't unlock the battery door either. So now I'm gonna check this new room that I'm in. Makes no damn sense, man. Cause look at this. There's no way to get back to here. There's no path, secret path that leads to here. Maybe that's the thing. That's just death right there. Yeah, this is the shit that pisses me off, because I scanned both of those rooms up and down, left and right, over and over. There's no pathways here, in here. I know as soon as I get in here, it'll lock this off and this off, man. Jesus, man. Who the... I'll just do one more sweep. This is ridiculous. One more sweep. Actually, I'm gonna take another 25% off from the game for this. Like, 'cause this is bullshit. Like, this thing is so well hidden, you can't find it. Hey guy. And you can't shoot through these, because this is, even though this looks like it's a thing you could shoot through. Unbelievable, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could lower the water some more, but I'm just guesstimating. There's nothing to shoot in here, nothing. Okay, so to clarify, the mission started here. Arc Vial was in here. I killed Arc Vial in here. I unlocked there for the checkpoint and that secret, that coin, that secret coin. And I hit the statue, the door opened to lower the water. And then I shoot the thing to drop the gate so I could swim through. And that's all that happened. There's this guy here, which I didn't get the coin at the end. So that was the last thing before I went into that room. What's that? That's nothing. And this is something that has to break through this floor, which I didn't have to climb up to. So there's something on the ground that leads to this damn room from below. Something from this side. The hell? I tried to shoot it, but like I said, you cannot shoot through these things. It's just an illusion to make you think you could shoot through it. I was thinking to myself, maybe you have to like these things or something, but no. And this isn't Dark Souls where they're like pretend. And I hit the button here to let him here. There's no pretend wall here. I swear to God, if it tell me the only way to get that battery and that secret is to do this mastery challenge, man, fuck. That shit pisses me off, man. You tell me I could only acquire Probably didn't make the challenge requirements. Nope, didn't make the challenge requirements. So the door is probably still going to be locked. That's the only thing that makes sense. Why it would still stay locked. Why I can't access it. It's part of a challenge. So screw it. You have to kill those dudes under a certain time to unlock it. That's the only thing that makes sense. There's no secret anything. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Why I can't get those two items. So I'm not even gonna bother anymore. Yeah, so that's why I'm at 8.1. I was at 8.2, but I'm at a solid 8.1. You telling me in order to just get extra shit, I have to finish a challenge? Well, if you're evaluating a game, challenges aren't like I guess you could consider challenges part of the evaluation, but that doesn't have anything to do with the game itself. Challenges are an additive towards the game. Items locked off should be classified as locked towards challenges, whereas items given in the game for the campaign should be classified as items given for the campaign. It's not classified here, that's why I'm down to 8.1. Okay. Yeah, that's my bad. I don't know what it is about me is when I see a lot of demons I just start to have fun and I keep forgetting that you could have fun, but it's not like you're not going to die simply because you want to have fun. Okay. The slow motion makes it really fun because I could actually watch as the missile is slowly going towards them. Come on. There he goes. Papa needs a brand new bag. Yeah, I'm just enjoying watching the missiles slowly go towards them. I need to take it more seriously. I'm having way too much fun. That's the problem. I'm just doing everything in slow motion is just so much fun.